Alrighty, welcome to 3-on-3 Cube Draft. It is myself, Austin Bursovich, and Anton Fierbina battling against Hank, Sam Rolfe, and Juju Bean. Alright, their whole squad's in Argentina actually, so we're battling all of them. And what am I first picking here? It's probably Shieldred. I mean, Shieldred's pretty good. It also helps that the next best card is Carnage Interpreter, so Bean is likely to take that. And then Anton probably takes Bloodstained Mire. Hank takes Seasoned Pyromancer or Oust, because Hank basically hard forces red-white, or at least very close to that. Austin then gets maybe a Teferi, a Triumph, or a Lion's Eye. Sam probably takes another one of those, or maybe Palantir. And maybe I get a Caustic Bronco back. So I think Interpreter, Bloodstained Mire, LED are all very likely to go, as well as Seasoned Pyro and Raugrin Triumph, I think, with Teferi and Palantir being potentials. But I'm going to start on Shieldred. Wow, I do love me an Urza. Grief is also really good, though. I think Urza is better than Grief. I don't like Sam passing me Urza because he's just going to cut artifacts. So this pack has a lot of artifacts. Let's just, in theory, what happens if I take Urza? Bean takes Preordain probably regardless of what he took in the second pack. And then Grief goes, Birds goes. So that's 1, 2, 3. Skull Clamp goes. I mean, I have to get back Candelabra or Coveted Jewel or Talisman. I think maybe Plunder or Vindicator go. I could also take Grief, cut Passa Urza. Sam's going to cut blue. I just think Grief is a lot worse than Urza, but I'm really not sure. Sam could have taken a piece of power. Like, he is going to cut this, but I also don't like passing Urza after passing Carnage Tyrant. I'm just going to take Urza. It was hard to convince myself, but I got there. Oh, now there's a 4th Eorlingus and a Strip Mine. Well, I could pass the 4th Eorlingus. I could just take it. I don't have to play this Shieldred. Or there's a Nexus of Becoming, a Volcanic Island. So I think Strip Mine, Miscalc, 4th Eorlingus, Thalia, Volcanic, and then one other card are probably the cards that get taken out of this pack. This 4th Eorlingus is really awkward. Had I taken Grief, it would have still been awkward. I really hate passing 4th Eorlingus, though. I think that card is too good. And here, maybe I take Scrubland, maybe I take Elegant Parlor. I mean, I really like Brazen Borrower as a card. There's 2 red-white lands here. I think I might just take Brazen Borrower. It's just fantastic with 4th Eorlingus when you're fighting over the Monarch. It's really good with Urza. Just a good cheap blue card to cast. I think it's fine because I think 2 red-white lands, Chandra, maybe an Artifact land, maybe Scrubland go. But I don't know. I'm not really feeling very committed to this Shieldred, and I can splash 4th Eorlingus in a blue deck. It'll kind of just depend on what I see here. Like here, I might just take Hallowed Fountain. There's also Echo of Eons to go with that LED, and I have this Shieldred. I could just do that and not worry about the 4th or splash it some other way. I don't think the LED is very likely to wheel, but Echo Shieldred is really strong. Hallowed Fountain is good if I end up Jeskai, it's going to be so much better having taken Hallowed Fountain. This is a tough draft. I know I'm not green. That's the one thing I know. I think I'm just going to take the Echo of Eons here. And then now I think I just take Brainstorm over Jace. Brainstorm at least gives me a chance of making this deck into something that can cast its own spells. Now, if LED wheels, I'll be happy. Teferi wheeling could be fine. Besides that Grief, I haven't seen really any black cards, so I don't feel that committed to this Shieldred, which does make the Echo pick a little worse, but I guess we'll just have to see what the next couple packs are. All right, LED didn't wheel, but Raugrin Triumph did. Definitely have to take that over Caustic Bronco, Palantir. And then the next pack has all the artifact cards. There's the Coveted Jewel, Skull Clamp, Talisman, Candelabra, all in this pack. All right, let's just say this Shieldred is looking a little dicey. I kind of wish I had just taken the Hallowed Fountain over Echo of Eons. But the other thing is, Echo of Eons is, I think, it might have made its way back to Sam, who probably took the LED. At least that's a lot of how I've seen Sam draft. So I don't mind cutting it from that regard. And if I can pick up some discard stuff, Echo is a very powerful card. So Echo with a lot of mana can be really good. Not that this Urza is providing tons of mana so far, but I haven't felt bad about taking the Urza. I guess I do wish I just took Hallowed Fountain over Echo, but we'll see how this kind of plays out. We get about to get another pack here, and we can kind of see which direction we want to go. Getting the Raugrin Triumph, though, makes up for a lot, so we'll see. All right, so Skull Clamp did indeed go. Birds is still here, which is funny, but I think I'm probably in just to take Coveted Jewel over Zerda, pass a Birds to Bean. He rarely drafts green. I think that seems fine. I don't want to, and I would love to take Candelabra, but I don't think I'm in a position to do that right now. So let's just take the Coveted Jewel for the moment and see if I can get some mana generation. That's mostly what I'm looking for at this point in time. I'm hoping Anton is green to take this Birds. I think there's like a decent chance of that. All right, Stoic Sphinx came back, so did Nexus of Becoming. I think Nexus is pretty strong. I don't really want Stoic Sphinx that much. I'll pass the 2 white cards, I guess. All right, I'll take the Nexus. Now I'm a Mishra's Workshop enjoyer. Like, if I can find a Mishra's Workshop to go with this Jewel and Nexus, I'll be really happy. So that's something that could happen in the next pack. And then, oh look, Elegant Parlor and Inspiring Vantage. I'll just take the Surveil land here. I think that having a fetchable Surveil land is pretty nice. Inspiring Vantage is just okay. Okay. All right, feeling all right about this. The main thing I'm missing is fast mana, as always. So cheap artifacts would be nice to pick up. I know Sam is probably cutting me to some degree from this Urza, but I don't know. I get pack 2, and Urza it goes with a lot of different cards. Unfortunately, there's 2 good green artifact cards here, but I'm not really in a position to take those. Now there's Firestorm, 3 green cards, and a Hostile Investigator. Firestorm is nice with Echo. I could see Firestorm being good in this deck. I don't really want the Hostile Investigator, I don't think. I don't mind passing it. Hank is going to be playing red-white, so I think I'd rather have a little bit of removal there. I could take the Citadel in case I want to tinker. I guess this Botanical Sanctum's not that likely to do something. Now I think I just take Inferno Titan, past the blue-green land and the Elf. So at least Anton gets a last pick green card of some kind. And I'll take the Zerda. If I end up, I'm Zerda colors to some degree, so if I end up getting a Basalt Monolith or a Grim Monolith, which are cards I'd already be looking for, that could help. All right. We're in dire need of a Soul Ring or a Mox or something to speed us up just a little bit. That's all we ask. Have 1 red-white card, 1 red card, and the rest are blue cards. It's not too bad. There's that Mishra's Workshop, and I actually am going to first pick it. There's just nothing else here that's like remotely on the same power level for me, and it's so important with Coveted Jewel and Nexus. Like, yeah, I wouldn't mind a Savai Triumph coming back or Burst Lightning or something, but Mishra's Workshop is mission critical here, so it's no Academy, but honestly in this deck it might be better. Let's just take Workshop. We didn't really pass anything good either. Bonnie Paul's a new addition. We get, let's see, Containment Priest, Burst Lightning, Savai Triumph are probably going to go. Maybe Gemstone Caverns. Yeah, it's kind of a weak pack. One of these green cards. So I might get Jeweled Amulet back, which I'd be pretty happy about. This pack has an Emrakul. There's an Inti. I do like Inti. It's good with Echo too. There's just no artifact cards in this pack. Wow, this pack's also kind of weak. There is Spellseeker that gets 4th Year, Lingus, Firestorm, and Brainstorm, but I think I'd rather just take the Inti and see if I can build something that direction. It's just the best card here too. Really though, what I want to find is some artifacts to cast with this Mishra's Workshop. I mean, Grim Monolith and Basalt Monolith would be really nice. Relic of Sauron, just any of those kinds of things. But I think Inti, it's kind of nice with combo with Echo. I don't know, there's some good stuff going here. Okay, here there's Chromatic Star, Urza's Bauble, Metamorph, and Nettle Cyst. I don't think I have to take the Nettle Cyst, but I might Metamorph. It's really good with both Coveted Jewel and Nexus of Becoming. Well, it's okay with Nexus, but it's also nice with Workshop. And it leaves 2 Trinkets plus a Nettle Cyst to wheel, passing nothing that's all that good. So I think I'll just take that. I'll keep Brazen Bar over there now, I guess, for the spells there. Though I'm gonna assume that I'm gonna get a 0 mana card here at some point. So I'll sort with that in mind. Could use a few more artifacts. I mean, this is the pack where I think I'll get more of the artifacts, so I gotta make it count. And here we have Gristlebrand to combo with Nexus of Becoming, though I don't think I'm gonna take that. I think between Pyrite Spellbomb and Smuggler's Copter, I kind of feel like I should just take the Copter now that I have the Inti Metamorph. Yeah, I don't think Pyrite's that likely to wheel, but I think Copter seems a lot better. I have Borrower. I have a decent amount of ways to crew it. It's actually kind of nice with the workshop. Let's see. Windswept Heat's going to go. I think Pyrite goes. I think Gristlebrand goes. Inquisition. Yeah, I might get Show and Tell back if I want that. I have some cards that could work with that. And then maybe if someone takes Werefox Bodyguard or Brawler or something, I could get something interesting back too. All right, and here we've got Time Spiral, but I'm not really that good at casting it. There's Steam Vents, which I'm probably going to have to take. There's also Smirking Spelljacker. It's kind of nice. 5-mana 3/3 flash flying, and it exiles one of their spells. And then when this attacks, you can cast the exiled spell for free. I think the card is actually quite strong, but there's 2 expensive blue cards, an expensive red card, a Karn. I mean, I'm just going to take Steam Vents here. And now, oh, this is actually kind of close. There's Jace, but honestly, Namesticker Goblin might be better. I have this Inferno Titan, I have Nexus, and I have Coveted Jewel. Then again, Jace is also pretty good. There's also Stern Scolding, and there's Othari, and there's Spar's Headquarters. I mean, there's a lot of good cards in this pack. I don't really want Mystical Tutor, that I know. Maybe I just take the Jace, and then we'll get back one of these other cards, most likely. I guess that's fine. All right, well, we got a little bit of a boost in terms of mana development thanks to Mitchell's Workshop. That can lead to some fast plays, but still missing mana like as the most important thing that I'm looking for here. All right, here is a Legion Extruder. I'm a little interested in this one. So it's 1 red, deals 2 to any target, but it's an artifact, so it stays in play for like Urza, and you can sack artifacts to make 3/3 golems. I don't think I need another tapped red-white land. I think I actually want the Extruder here. It's possible I could wheel it, sure, but I think I'd rather do that and maybe wheel explosives. I don't think I'm wheeling Savai Triumph or Gemstone Caverns. I don't really need Jace Reawaken, but Legion Extruder actually seems like a decent card. So I'm happy enough to take that. And then this pack doesn't have anything I want. Yes, this is the pack that I was already not that happy about. Passing to Sam, I don't even know what I'm supposed to take. There's none of these cards are playable. I guess I'll just take the Selfless Spirit, or maybe the Regisaur. He didn't pass me a lot of black. All right, and here there's a Bauble, a Nettle Cyst, Dragon's Rage. Chromatic Star got taken. I kind of just want Nettle Cyst. I think it's pretty nice with Workshop. It's nice with Legion Extruder. I think I like that more than Bauble. It is close though. And then Rite of Flame is actually a card I could consider playing in this deck. Though, actually, no, Show and Tell's got to be better. I don't care about the Kozilek really, but Show and Tell into Coveted Jewel or Bolas' Citadel could be something. All right. Though, if Namesticker Goblin wheels, I guess that would be something else. All right, so Time Spiral didn't wheel. Shadow Spear did. There's Carnosaur too, but Shadow Spear with like Urza tokens or Nettle Cyst is pretty nice. I don't think I need the Carnosaur too much. Though it's kind of nice with Nexus of Becoming. Yeah, I guess it's also like reasonable interaction. All right, let's just take the Carnosaur here. And then Namesticker wheeled. Whew. Someday they'll stop passing me Namesticker Goblin, but not today. I don't know about this Show and Tell over Rite of Flame pick, though. Maybe I'll get a last pick Rite of Flame. Okay, so I'm basically red-blue splashing 4 Theurlingus off Triome and Elegant Parlor. The Echo actually kind of has gotten there now that I have 3 discard outlets between Firestorm, Smuggler's Copter, and Inti. And I still need some mana, but picking up Namesticker Goblin, Mishra's Workshop has definitely helped me speed things up a little bit, though. I'm kind of missing that Pyrite Spellbomb, too. Okay, Jace or Uro. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to play the Jace. And I really don't want to pass Sam and Uro. He loves that thing. Guess I'll take the Tendrils to go with my Bolas' Citadel. I didn't get a last pick Rite of Flame. All right. Can we just get a mana-producing artifact? Pick one. I would also be okay with the Slayer and Academy. All right, let's see. What do we got? I mean, we're going to take a Mana Leak. It's fine. There's also Through the Breach, which isn't really good in this deck. So, yeah, I'll take a Mana Leak. I think Duress, Itali get taken, Troll. I mean, Goldspan and Talisman are both live to come back. All right, well, Mana Leak's pretty good at least. And then now there's a Subtlety here. There's also a Fire Covenant, but I guess I don't mind passing that. Or not an Upheaval deck. I mean, we just picked up Mana Leak. This actually looks fine to be a Subtlety deck, and then maybe Simian Spirit Guide comes back. None of these lands are good. I don't think Lost GT does a whole lot for me. All right, let's just take the Subtlety. And then here, there's a Thassa's Oracle and a Thoughtseize that I guess I'm just shipping. I'll take Wooded Foothills. That's fine. I mean, it's going to be really good in this deck, but this is kind of a painful pack. All right, pick 3. I just need a couple cheap artifacts. That's all I'm looking for. Ooh, I will take this. The Kappa Cannoneer is awesome, and I have a Mishra's Workshop to help cast it. I think Cannoneer is just busted, so I'm going to take Cannoneer, pass an Atroxa, pass a Ballista, a Probe, a Headliner Scarlet, Intrepid Adversary, Mother Runes. Oh man, Hank's going to got paid out of this pack. He's going to get 3 cards out of it. Whatever, I'll take the Cannoneer here. And then 2 more picks. There's Underworld Breach that Sam might have had LED, so maybe Bean took the LED second. I don't think Hank took it. Maybe someone on my team has it. Who knows? And now I think I've got to take Coalition Relic over Saheeli. This is just not a very good Saheeli deck. And Coalition Relic with Workshop is really good. There's also a Talisman, but I think I might wheel Blue-Red Talisman. Passing a million green cards, too. Yeah, I mean, if only one was going to wheel, I actually would rather... Or one was... If I'm only going to get one of Relic or Saheeli, I actually think this deck wants Relic more. Again, it's painful, but when you have a Mishra's Workshop deck, that's very different from a Tolarian Academy deck. Like, obviously, those are both great cards in the deck. You want both of them. But I'm building to optimize for Workshop because that's what I have, which is more expensive 3+ mana artifacts and not as many cheap ones, though I would play more of the cheap ones, but it's more important to go Workshop Relic and then have Saheeli in hand and not really be able to utilize it. All right, and here... Oh, this is tricky too, because I really like Flooded Strand, but Pentad Prism might be what I actually want. I think I have to take the Prism. My mana's pretty good already with a fetch land, a tri-land, 2 duels. And Pentad Prism on 2, it's combo with Urza, it's combo with Cannoneer. I think that is going to be better for me. And then Strand and Bonecrusher are going to get taken, so is maybe Odawara. There's a chance I get back Displacer Kitten and a very good chance I get back Golos. So, all right, so that's all the cards we're going to see. Well, didn't open anything particularly great. My opens were a Shield, which I'm not playing, a Mana Leak, and a Mishra's Workshop. So, you know, not the most powerful, but I feel like we've got a decent chance of getting some good proactive plays in here. So I do like that. And then here, I think it's pretty easy to take Talisman. This looks like a great Talisman deck over Goldspan Dragon, Fallen Shinobi, Spirit Guide. Yeah, I'll pass it Through the Breach, whatever. Right now, I'm at 18 lands. Yeah, I could use maybe one more playable. I could also cut this Firestorm. I might not main deck that thing, though I think it will be good in this deck. It's also like pretty nice. Coveted Jewel into Firestorm is really strong. You draw a bunch of cards off Coveted Jewel, and then Firestorm makes it so nothing can attack you. And discarding Echo Vions for the refill. Do it again. Sounds pretty decent to me. And then here, there is an Upheaval, but I'm kind of feeling Simian Spirit Guide here. Passing an Aven Interrupter, but I just think getting these cards out of turn ahead of time is going to be good. And I have some big expensive cards, so I'd rather take Spirit Guide. That's my only 0 is the Spirit Guide. How sad. Over Upheaval. And then here, I guess I'll take Boneheart Dracosaur, passing a late Watery Grave, but I don't have such high confidence that I want to hate that, especially with Spirit Guide and Namesticker Goblin. I think Boneheart Dracosaur is totally fine. It's also good with Coalition Relic and Prism and stuff like that, or just like any of the mana ramp. So now I'm playing slightly less lands. Oh, Headliner Scarlet came back. Yeah, sure. I'll take that. I don't know. I might play it. We'll see. The Firestorm I can probably sideboard. So right now this is 16 lands plus Spirit Guide. So I probably don't start this Headliner Scarlet, but I kind of like the rest. All right, so this is a big choice. Talisman came back, but so did Saheeli. I guess now I think Saheeli is probably better. I picked up enough stuff to make Saheeli work. And I got that Coalition Relic, which is what I wanted more. I do need to cut a card now, though. That's actually kind of tough. Oh, and Golos came back, so did Gemstone Mine. Do I really want Golos in this deck? I don't think I really do want Golos. I don't have a good land to get. I have a Scry land, I guess. And I think Golos is... I've got enough expensive cards to cast with Mishra's Workshop. I think I'd rather take Gemstone Mine, which I guess I could play. Also, like, the passing the Golos, like, does nothing for my opponents. Do I want to play Elvish Spirit Guide? I don't think I want a second Spirit Guide. I think I'll hate the Necron Deathmark in case JJ's playing black. I really don't think JJ's playing green. Would I put Lost Jite in this deck? I don't think so. I think I'd rather just hate that. All right. Well, I don't think this deck is great, but it's got some ways to pull out some wins. So let's go into deck building. All right. So I think I actually end up wanting to cut Echo of Eons because I'm not running the Firestorm. I'll probably side them both in if I want. I'm not going to run Headliner Scarlet or Inferno Titan either. This is 17 lands plus the Simian Spirit Guide with some mana rocks. I think that's fine. I've got some big hits. Metamorph is looking really nice in this deck. And I think the Boneheart Dracosaur is good with like Simian Spirit Guide and Name Sticker. So this deck is solid. Certainly nothing exciting. My teammates have some interesting decks, so let's take a look. So I actually helped Anton build his deck because he had a Doomsday, Underworld Breach, Thassa's Oracle, Mono Green Beatdown deck with Academy. Yes, my Academy. So this deck's actually pretty gassy. He's got Urza's Saga that can go get Soul Ring, Sensei's Top, Pirate Spellbomb. He has Academy. He gets to win with Doomsday into Thassa's Oracle. Sadly, no Dark Ritual, but he does have Chromatic Star and a bunch of black sources. He's got Underworld Breach Brain Freeze, which is a win with enough mana, or you can Breach Brain Freeze yourself and then unearth or just cast Thassa's Oracle. And he's got Tough Cookie, Bristlebud Farmer, Sika's Chariot as like green cards that help with the Academy theme. There's a Karn as well, Carnage Interpreter. There's some cool stuff going on, and Anton has a nice one here. Austin also has a kind of nice deck. He's got Pearl, Skull Clamp, a bunch of counters. Memory Lapse, Miscalc, Remand. That's awesome. Orcish Bowmasters, Leovold with Time Twister and Time Spiral. There's a bunch of cuts over here, and a bunch of like 2 fetches and a bunch of Triumphs. So pretty good mana too. All right, I think I got the worst deck of the 3, but I've got some explosive draws. Let's get to it. All right, time for round 1, battling against Juju Bean, and yeah, I mean, I'm going to keep this hand. Talisman into Urza, into Kappa Cannoneer is about as good as I could hope for. I mean, any hand with like Workshop, Coalition Relic, or something along those lines is going to be my fastest hand, but I just can't try to mull into that. At least my teammates have Moxen. They will hopefully use them in a good manner. I guess I'm going to go turn 1, fetch probably the Elegant Parlor and get my Surveil on, since I don't think I need another blue source. So, whereas because Raugrin Triumph is the blue source there. All right, Juju Bean. I think playing black, but we'll see. Black white. Turn 1 Thoughtseize. Okay, you can take my Talisman and slow me down. This is true. Seems like the pretty obvious thing to do. I mean, obviously depends on Juju's hand. If he has Reanimate, he can take Kappa Cannoneer and Reanimate it on turn 2. I don't even know how good that would be. It depends on how many artifacts you've got. Otherwise, it's just kind of like a 5/5 Ward 4, though. That is pretty good, too. And I'm hoping to draw like Pentad Prism, something along those lines, especially if the Talisman gets taken. I mean, if he's got a fast draw, you can take Talisman, try to go under all this. If you've got a slow draw, then you might have to take whichever one of these 3 cards is the most threatening. But not knowing what Juju has, I mean, it seems kind of tempting to just take the 2-drop and strand me with 4-drop, 4-drop, 6-drop in hand. Wow. Takes the... interesting. Takes the Phyrexian Metamorph. Yeah, I'm going to play this, get the Surveil land. I'll give up my Brainstorm equity, it's fine. And then go Talisman and can cast Brainstorm off the Talisman. So if Juju's taking Metamorph, that means he's probably animating something pretty soon, so I don't really like that. That'd be the reason to do that. But I guess we'll have to see. Talisman, okay, interesting. Elegant Parlor. Island. Yeah, I mean, I guess I should keep the island. Oh, Austin needs to borrow some cards. All right. Yeah, I mean, I'll play the island. It's fine. We'll give up some info. Play Talisman. All right, didn't have Spell Pierce. I thought that might be one reason to Thoughtseize the Metamorph. The Brainstorm was a kind of nice draw because now if JJ has like another hand disruption spell, I can protect myself with Brainstorm. Do I want to play Jace or Urza next turn? It kind of depends. I am going to fire off Brainstorm end of turn. I think that's going to be a decent way to go about things. Okay. Oh, that's why. All right. That's why he did that. Subtlety would be a nice one. Oh, this is a disaster. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to draw, play Inti draw, so I guess it doesn't matter. I'm just not going to beat this Dak Vaden now. Wow. All right, well, Juju went from mulliganing to being up a lot, because now, I mean, I'm going to get to play Inti. That can threaten to attack the deck at least. And then I'm going to play Steam Vents. Pass the turn. And then next turn, I mean, I guess I'll try to attack Dak Vaden. We'll see if that is good. I somehow don't think that's going to work against 5 colors worth of mana and 6 cards, but I guess Juju's just 5 color whatevers. Sure. All right. Get Lost. And Crucible? Okay, well, I mean, I will say that Get Lost is interesting because I have Urza. I could also just play Kappa Cannoneer, but then he could just steal it and pay 4, so that's probably not good. I could also play Jace. I'm 1 mana short of playing Urza into Jace. I kind of just want to play Jace and Brainstorm here. Subtlety would still be a good find. I would be happy to get something to play. Okay. Let's go Mountain Mana Leak. Or do I'm worried about discard? What am I not playing next turn? I mean, I could play it. I guess Kappa Cannoneer I could play off of Nexus. Well, I can't play Nexus next turn anyway, so let's put Nexus and Mana Leak back. All right. Pass the turn here. This is giving Dak the opportunity to reload, but I thought Brainstorming would be nice, especially since I could find like 4th Ear Lingus or something along those lines. And I'm not too worried with Urza here about getting my token Dak. That's not that big of a deal. Fracture Identity on my Jace. Yeah, I would say things are going from bad to worse here. To Dak as well. And gets to discard lands, and then I guess he's got Crucible Strip Mine, sure. Something to Newt. And then next turn, I guess I'm going to play Urza. I don't really think that's going to do anything, given the circumstances here. Hallowed Fountain, huh? All right, land. Urza. And my top card is a Nexus of Becoming. Maybe. Yeah. Maybe I mill the Nexus here. Because I guess I should have put back a land. But I just don't really want Nexus of Becoming here against a Dak Faden. Again, I don't really think there's anything I can do here that is realistically going to let me win this game, but I guess I've got a plan. He's just drawn too many cards. Like, Dak, steal your talisman. Crucible, replay a bunch of land. Fractured your Jace, brainstorm. Like, there's just no way. All right. Dak Faden. Discard some lands, I'm sure. Swamp and Preacher, huh? I guess my one way to win here is if Juju taps out for something big and I get to mana leak it, and then Urza plus Construct start attacking some planeswalkers. Is that realistic? Could that happen? I don't really know, but we could try. This looks like Vindicate is what this looks like. Vindicate on Urza. Hasn't even used Jace yet. Land out of the graveyard, sure. Vindicate. All right, that's enough for me. All right. I might want like Show and Tell Citadel, but it's so bad against Dak. I might want Echo of Eons. I actually do want Headliner Scarlet, because that lets me attack Planeswalkers. I think I want to cut Bonehorde Dracosaur against Fractured Identity. I mean, Fractured Identity is going to be pretty good against me no matter what. That is true. Don't want Echo of Eons. Not really. I think this is probably fine. Didn't love how that went. All right. Let's go to game 2 here. He set me up and played me like a fiddle with that Dak Faden, but what can you do? Here, I'm just going to lead on Island. I'll probably Brainstorm end of turn, because then I can go fetch Talisman and maybe set something up nicely. Strip Mine. Okay, sure. Brainstorm. Metamorph, I think, is the card I want to shuffle away. Seems fine. I assume I'm going to get Strip Mined here. I guess, actually, in this case, it's Elegant Parlor. And do I want the Metamorph? I don't think so. I think I'd rather just hit my land drop here. Like, I have the Simian Spirit Guide, so I'm going to be able to get to 4 lands already, but I mean, I could have maybe surveilled away the Simian Spirit Guide, but that didn't seem great. All right. Let's get a Steam Vents. Play Talisman here. And now I've got Jace with Subtlety backup next turn. Even if I don't draw a land, though drawing a land would be better. Okay. And we have a lot of the 2-mana counters, so interesting. There's also Urza, but I think I'm just going to cast Jace here and then try to hit a land drop. All right. All right, so even if I get hit by Get Lost, I don't mind this too much. He's probably going to get lost it right now, but if I find a land, then I'll have Urza with a lot of mana. Oh, Cathar Commando? Oh, I have to subtlety that. Pitching Brazen Borrower. Because otherwise it just attacks Jace. Okay. At least get the Brainstorm effect here. So land would be good. I mean, land would have been good to draw before this. Oh, interesting. That's kind of land, kind of not. I guess Saheeli is the one I want the least here. Play Mishra's Workshop past the turn. I get another Brainstorm look here. Let's see. You put Cathar Command on the bottom, okay. And I'm going to Brainstorm with Jace, hope I don't get Hull Breachered. Cool. I guess I just want to concede now. Yeah, I'm just going to. All right, well, there we go. What a round one. All right, time for round two. I'm going to keep this hand against Sam Rolfe, who's mulling but playing Entomb Emrakul Goryo's Vengeance deck, which I really don't like the sound of. This draft is not going in an ideal fashion. Inquisition me, please. No, don't play a Mox. That's not what I wanted. I was really hoping to see an Inquisition. Oh, there we go. Whiffed on Inquisition. All right. Well, that's a nice start. Can I get a Coalition Relic to really amp things up? No, I guess I'll just play the Island still. I could Metamorph the Mox, but I kind of like Metamorph to pitch to Subtlety here. He's going to cycle a Troll. Because it'll depend, though. Like, if I don't draw anything next turn, then I'll probably Metamorph the Mox. Liliana of the Veil, sure. I guess I discard Mountain. I don't know, Mountain or Island is pretty close. I could Subtlety it, but it doesn't really seem like it accomplishes a whole lot for me. Alright, I guess I'll cast Metamorph and copy Mox Emerald. Now I can Nexus next turn, but drawing land has been pretty bad for me here. Alright, I'll discard... I guess Mountain again. Discards Through the Breach. All right. Well, okay, Gemstone Mine. Let's go Nexus here and hope that this does some action. Okay. Draw. I think I will put a Subtlety into play as a 3/3 because this means that he's either got a -2 Liliana or he can +1 it, but then I can attack it, so he's going to just minus it. It just basically takes him off the ultimate, which is the thing I cared about. I've drawn all lands so far. Let's draw. I'm drawing 2 cards a turn against a person on 3 lands. Let's do something here. Okay. Action time. I mean, even a 4th Year Lingus would be awesome here. Okay, Coalition Relic. Let's go to the Nexus turn here first. Draw. Oh, yeah, let's put in Trumpet and Carnosaur. And Discover. Sure, I'll cast a Brainstorm. Why not? Brainstorm. Okay. I guess I get to shuffle those away. This is beginning of combat. And then play Wooded Foothills. Play Coalition Relic. Play Pentad Prism. And pass the turn. I'm not playing the Talisman because I could put that into play with Nexus as a 3/3, which seems kind of nice. Does get to kill my Carnosaur with that Liliana, but nope, we are up a game. The Inquisition miss was a really nice touch. I don't really want Show and Tell against the Emrakul deck either. I will probably put this in against the white-red deck that I'll be facing in the next round. I don't really have any disruption. I don't want Headliner Scarlet. I don't really think so. I think I'm just good the way we are here. I could put in Echo of Eons, I guess. But he's playing a combo deck. I don't really want to do that. This is kind of like the last hand, except No Mishra's Workshop. I think I can actually mulligan that hand. That hand I think was just too slow. This I will keep. I need to draw land, but we're both mulling here. Basically, if I draw a land, I can go turn 2 Prism. I could potentially turn 3 Carnosaur. I think I'm going to put Legion Extruder back. That's like the worst card against what he's got going on. And hopefully if his draw's a little slow, this works out. This time Inquisition would be very good, but we'll see, we'll see. Okay, I will keep Legion Extruder is out. And Sam on 6 as well. Okay, opens on Mox again, but nothing else. All right, Mountain is nice. So he doesn't have Inquisition. He could Entomb here. Looks like we're cycling Troll again. And oh, we're Entombing. Okay, with mana floating. So we're not Entombing Emrakul, presumably. What are we Entombing? Samuel? Does he have like an Atali or something? I mean, that could be bad. Brazen Borrower, if he puts one of my things into play, could be all right. Archon of Cruelty. I don't love that. Let's hope it's not an animate this turn. Necromancy? Yeah, all right. I mean, I'm gonna Brazen Borrower it. I guess I have to discard Pentad Prism because I think the name sticker into Carnosaur is my plan. I need to keep Brazen Borrower to bounce the Archon, and I don't want to discard Mana Leak, so I think it leaves Prism, because discarding Carnosaur instead of Prism doesn't really make sense to me. Okay. Had I discarded Carnosaur, it would have worked out so much better. All right. There's Island at 17. I think I'm going to try to wait one turn here, because trying to name sticker and hit the 6 is not very good. I get a turn to Mana Leak something. And I can play Brazen Borrower if all else fails. Exhume, huh? Let's see if he's got to play this turn. All right, hitting with Troll, playing a land. Okay, I guess I'll play Brazy B end of turn. All right, land. Another land would be nice here. If I don't draw land, I'm probably forced to cast the Goblin and just cross my fingers. Is there any, I don't have any like actual ramp, do I? I'm trying to think if there's anything I could draw that would increase my odds more than just drawing a regular land. I guess I don't really think so. Mishra's Workshop, this is not one of the times where Mishra's Workshop shines. Metamorph doesn't do much. All right, let's go name sticker. Let's go. I don't have high hopes for this game, but okay. Name sticker Goblin. If he kills it in response, then I don't get the mana, because you don't get to put the stickers on, I guess is the idea. So here, as long as I hit 5, I can cast Carnosaur. 6 would be better if I were to hit that. And 4 would be a disaster. If we hit 4, it's not going to be good. All right, what do we get? 5? All right, well, I'm glad I waited a turn then, because now I'm going to cast Carnosaur. All right. Copter. All right, Copter actually works in the sense that I can just pass, and now I can block the Troll by crewing Copter with Brazen Borrower. I was hoping to hit Metamorph and Metamorph the Carnosaur. That would have been a huge game. Look, if he has a removal spell, he gets to get in, but my guess is he doesn't have one. He would have killed the Goblin in response to the trigger. So, are we pulling this one out? It looks like we kind of are. Play Urza next turn. I get to loot with Copter. Okay. Well, kind of forced play here. Block. Can trade with Carnosaur and then reanimate Carnosaur, I suppose. Okay, yeah. Get this Mana Leak out of here. I don't think Mana Leak is doing a whole lot for me at this point in time. Okay, let's play Urza. And then crew the Copter with the Urza. And send... I'm not playing around Emrakul's or anything. Sure, I'll discard Coalition Relic, pass the turn, and have Brainstorm up. There's a lot that could beat me here. Concealing Curtain's not really it. Okay. Let's Brainstorm in response. Do I want to cast a Coveted Jewel next turn? I feel like Coveted Jewel is a liability, so let's just not let him take anything here. And I'd rather just play the Bonehorde Dracosaur. So I'm just going to play that first. Crew Copter with the Construct. And then send in the air for 6 here. Yeah, I'll discard Elegant Parlor here. All right, and then I've got 3 blockers back. I don't even necessarily die to like Goryo's Vengeance Emrakul here, though I guess it wouldn't be very good. Okay, he can cast. Now he's going to get to cast the Archon. Okay. I'm at 9. I guess I'll actually sack the Construct over the... No, I'll just sack the Name Sticker. He can't attack with the eye anyway. All right, there goes the Jewel. I guess drawing the Jewel does play into that, but I feel like I have better things to do than play Coveted Jewel anyway. All right, Dracosaur. Can I get a Metamorph? No, a Nettle Cyst. He's at 12. I'm at 6. Let's see. So if I play Nettle Cyst and equip on the Bonehorde Dracosaur and then attack, he has to block Dracosaur. Let's see here. So here, this is going to get... Nettle Cyst is going to get equipped to Bonehorde Dracosaur, tapping the Nettle Cyst in a mountain. And then that's a 9/9. I crew the Copter with the Urza. Or actually, maybe I crew the Copter with the Dinosaur token here. Let's see. And then this is 9, 12, so he has to block one. Yeah, I'll crew with the Dino. And then actually, do I attack with the Construct as well? I guess I do. Well, hold on. He has to block that. Those two get through. Or sorry, these two get through. Because that's a forced play, because if this gets through, these are lethal. Do I want to attack with the Construct? I guess I don't. So let's just do it like this. Discard a land. And I mean, if he attacks me back with Archon next turn, then I lose, but so be it. So be it. And take 6 down to 6. I'll play the Raugrin Triumph. And I guess I'll move the Nettle Cyst onto Urza. I think that seems fine. Seems kind of irrelevant, but seems better than nothing. And if he's got Shallow Grave, I lose. If he can put the Archon back into play, that doesn't do too much. I mean, I discard the Nexus, but unless he also has... Oh, does he also have Corpse Dance? Oh, he had it all. Wow. Didn't think I was going to lose that game, but he had it all. The hard cast Archon into thing. Well, I thought I was going to lose, and then I thought I was going to win. And then I ended up losing. That was not ideal. Do I want Headliner Scarlet here? I don't really think it's that great. Legion Extruder can pick off Liliana. I don't know. I think this seems fine to me. All right. I'm on the play. Let's go. Sure. I mean, I don't think I can mulligan this hand, though. Obviously, there are ways this goes wrong. I mean, turn 2 Inti, turn 3 get another look, plus play a Name Sticker, have a lot of mana. Seems like a pretty good curve. Obviously, if he has Inquisition, that's pretty annoying. Or if he has like a fast thing. Like, I mean, he had turn 2 Archon that game, and I battled and almost beat it, but the hardcast Archon into the Corpse Dance Archon was too much. But I don't think there's a way I could let the Archon attack me. I think I just had to do it that way. Also, his second animate had to be an actual animate, like a Corpse Dance rather, a haste one, because just putting Archon into play would not have won the game. So that was unfortunate. All right, I'm going to play Raugrin Triumph and pass the turn. Maybe he won't open on Mox this game. That would be ideal. Okay, Concealing Curtains. That is a lot less bad than Inquisition for me. Oh, and then that, if I can find Mishra's Workshop, or if I can really spike on this Name Sticker, then we're talking. Okay, red. Interesting. Maybe Through the Breach. It's on Concealing Curtains and 2 mana. Without the Mox, he can't flip it. Demonic Tutor. Oh, I don't like that. Mana Leak would be a nice one to pick up. Subtlety could be, depending on what he's tutoring for. Okay, let's see. Let's draw. Oh, that's actually kind of a nice one too. Let's attack with this. Discard an island. See if I hit mountain, sure. Just gonna block, and I'm just gonna play Coalition Relic, and then next turn I can play Nexus. It's unclear if that's actually gonna be good enough. I mean, if he's just Emrakulling me this turn, then he's Emrakulling me. Flipping Concealing Curtains isn't that bad for me either. He doesn't have double black. That's at least a start. A lot of his good sequences involve like Entomb into Exhume sort of things, or Entomb into Goryo's. If he flips the Concealing Curtains, then then Inti triggers. He probably takes the Nexus, and I hope to draw something big. I don't know. Fourth Ear Lingus would be pretty nice. Jace, Mana Leak, all those cards. I got some outs here. Mana Leak I can't flip off Inti. Mana Leak I just have to actually draw. It's just gonna pass. Okay. Mana Leak. Oh, that's a Mana Leak. Okay. So I'm just going to cast Namesticker Goblin here and really hope to not hit 4. Don't hit 4. Oh, 6. There we go. Nexus. Okay. And then attack with Inti after using Nexus. All right. Draw a creature. Oh, I drew a Kappa Cannoneer. Now I get to put a Kappa Cannoneer into play? Nexus is nice. I've liked Nexus. All right. And then send with Inti here. Discard this Wooded Foothills. Might look a little suspicious when I don't play the card, but this gets Inti past the Concealing Curtain, so I definitely have to. Okay. Counter and... All right, I hit a land, which I played my land instead, but I just wanted to have the lands in play first in case he had some sort of counterspell effect. All right, pass the turn. And already played my land. Now I have huge threats. I think I'm just going to Mana Leak the Entomb. It's just too easy to imagine him having multiple reanimates or something along those lines, or one that he has enough mana for. If he goes land, Mox, Goryo's, I feel like I'm pretty happy doing it this way. Battle Display on the Nexus. Okay. It kind of did its job already. And Baleful Mastery on the Inti, and I draw a card. All right. I mean, that was pretty good. He killed both two of my big threats, and then I drew nothing. Okay. Land. Attack with Cannoneer. He's down to 3 cards in hand. All right, pass the turn. Now I just need to draw something else. Fourth Ear Lingus would be awesome. I mean, Kappa Cannoneer is pretty good still, and hopefully he's got, after DT, a stranded big thing in, or a stranded animate in hand, but I'm still not feeling fantastic about this, to be honest. I was feeling really good before he killed both of my things. That was crazy. All right, he's gonna pass. All right, let's charge the relic. Any artifact would be nice. Okay, Nettle Cyst, that is an artifact. Nettle Cyst, trigger Cannoneer. I mean, now I get to equip. Now any artifact next turn wins the game now, because now I get to equip Cannoneer. Send for 8, and I guess I'll just play my land. I'm not sure. What does playing a land do for me? I don't think it does a whole lot, and I don't think equipping Namesticker is what I want to do either. Let's just pass the turn. Oh, he's got Mystical Tutor? Oh no. That could be bad. It really depends on... I mean, I think countering the Entomb worked out kind of nicely, because if he had a creature in his graveyard, there's a lot of things he could Mystical for. Like, let's say he went Entomb, put a creature in the graveyard, I Mana Leaked presumably the animate in his hand. He could then Mystical for another. He might not have a great out to Kappa Cannoneer. I probably have to draw an artifact to win, but I've got plenty of those, so let's just cross our fingers. Also, I mean, this card's also pretty big. He's going to have to start chumping it, I suppose. All right, he Mysticaled for Frantic Search, I see. So he's going to Frantic Search. Does he have the big creature? And like, so if he was entombing, he had an animate. He didn't necessarily have a big creature. If he has, so he has to have a big creature and an animate in hand, when presumably he only had one of those beforehand. I don't know. I guess we'll just see. I can't do anything about this. I mean, a hasted Archon would get me. An Emrakul would not necessarily. I guess I could have played the land, but I guess I could sack Nettle Cyst because that doesn't really matter. And then sack 5 lands, leave Relic. Putting an Archon into play without attacking with it does not necessarily get me either, because I have that. So Ashen Rider and Inquisition is the discard. Ashen Rider, huh? Okay, into LED. Oh, wow, he's going to get to pay with the LED. Can it at least be... it's of course Exhume, so it stays around. Okay. Charge this. All right. Well, so it's going to be my Nettle Cyst and Name Sticker against his Ashen Rider and his other idiots in play. But I have a lot of mana. All right. I need like a Carnosaur, Brazen Bar, 4th Eorlingus. 4th would be really nice here. How about a Steam Benz? Sometimes you are just cursed. All right. Land, go. I'm at 18. I got a little bit of time. He has no cards in hand. He can attack me for 7 here, but if he does that, then I'm assuming he's flipping curtains right now. If he attacks for 7, or sorry, for 8, I go to 10, but then he chumps and I attack back. I attack back, he chumps. He doesn't have lethal, but he does have to block with the Shield Breaker. He might just want to attack with just Ashen Rider. Then I attack with both. I mean, I guess if I draw an artifact, it's kind of nice. My best draw, probably Phyrexian Metamorph. I just Metamorph the Ashen Rider. 4th Eorling, well, no. 4th Eorling is my best draw because I just win. Bonehorde Draxor would be good. Jace would be fantastic. Saheeli would not be particularly great. Legion Extruder would be kind of interesting. I don't know. I mean, I have a lot of potential draws here. All right, here he comes. And, oh, is he going for just the Revealing Eye? That could be a play too. I guess if you hit with just Ashen Rider and I go to 13, if I draw any artifact, this is a 5/5, or just going both. Okay. That also seems reasonable. You do want to get the game, like Sam does want to get the game over with, because I have, as I mentioned, a bunch of cards. Like he knows I have Metamorph, he knows I have 4th Eorlingus. These cards effectively win me the game on the spot. So, okay. Can't do any blocking. I take 8, I'm at 10. Action. All right. Chump with the Shield Breaker. Now he gets to hit for 5, put me to 5, and leave back Revealing Eye, or if he's drawn a creature, he can hit with both. Exhume. Sure. It'd be so sick if I discarded Carnosaur there, though. Obviously, that would make no sense. Now it doesn't really make sense to hit with Revealing Eye, because Ashen Rider's lethal next turn. All right, can I draw a spell? I really have just done such a bad job. Oh my god. All right. I'll attack with this. Kill the Revealing Eye. Cast Subtlety. Equip the Nettle Cyst. Pass the turn. So now I get to block Ashen Rider if he doesn't have anything. Trade. I go to 3 and the Nettle Cyst goes away, but at least I'm not dead for a couple turns here. I get I get a little bit of breathing room. I assume he's killing Nettle Cyst, since I don't think killing the Coalition Relic at this point makes too much sense. Though maybe you kill Coalition Relic. That's also seems reasonable. All right, can he brick? No. No, he cannot brick. Oh man, now he gets to kill the Raugrin Triumph, and I can no longer draw 4th Eorlingus. If I draw 4th Eorlingus this turn, it's going to be such a beating. All right. Oh, if I draw 4th Eorlingus this turn, it's going to be such justice. All right. Carnosaur, let's go. I mean, now I have to hit Phyrexian Metamorph. Oh, Smuggler's Copter. Okay. That actually isn't out. Wow. All right. And now if he attacks, if he doesn't have anything, come on, he could just draw 2 lands. Then he can't even attack. And then I can attack with Carnosaur. Double block. Yeah, I lose both my things. He loses his thing. I don't know. Kind of depends what I draw here. He top deck DT? Oh, this has been a really painful match. It's felt like I've been at such the cusp of winning so many turns. And I mean, look, I did hit Carnosaur into a flyer. That was great. But it's just like, he killed both my things. I then, he had the Ashen Rider. I still had some decent outs to that, but he might not be able to kill me this turn. Embereth Shieldbreaker is already in play. If he doesn't have a black source in hand, then he's probably going to have to at least pass the turn. Obviously, I'm not loving that. But then if I draw, it gives me one more turn to draw Metamorph or 4th Eorlingus here. All right, let's go. Let's go. Bonehorde Dracosaur. So. I kind of feel, what happens if I go Dracosaur Crew, attack with both? It's forced to block the Ashen Rider on the Carnosaur. I kill both. He takes 1 going to 3, and then he takes the Dracosaur out. But I feel like he just got a removal spell. Alternately, I could not attack with the Copter. I could just play the Dracosaur afterwards. Yeah, that might be stronger. The disadvantage is I get to loot. Or the advantage of playing the Dracosaur first is I get to loot. The disadvantage is... Oh, wait. If I attack with just Carnosaur, he just blocks with Ashen Rider, takes 2 going to 2, and then exiles the Smuggler's Copter. And then I play Bonehorde Dracosaur. And he probably has a removal spell in hand, is kind of what I'm guessing. But maybe not. All right, I think this is still better. All right, let's just attack here. Just going to block with Ashen Rider. Oh, he's going to block with both. Okay. Oh, no, if he just blocks with Ashen Rider, yeah, no, that doesn't make sense, because then he just has to exile the Carnosaur. All right. All right, Carnosaur down, Copter down. I guess I hope he doesn't have anything too good. I don't know how that could be the case, but all right, let's play the Bonehorde Dracosaur. Pass the turn. Oh, he just DT'd for Mystical, and now he's going to get Corpse Dance. All right. What a game. What a game. All right. Well, 0-2. Let's hope the team's doing better. All right. Time for round 3, and if I draw, so what happens? If I draw a single blue, I can cast Brainstorm, but I'm still not casting other things. I should probably just mulligan that hand. I don't really like it. So keep this or go to 5. So what does this hand do? I guess I could play turn 1 Inti. Or if I draw a land, I could play turn 2 Inti, put back Coveted Jewel. Yeah, I think this is probably better than a 5-card hand, though it's not ideal. Sure, I guess I'll just play Inti. I don't really, given that I didn't draw a land, if I drew a land, I was going to wait, but given that I didn't draw a land, I've got to just play Inti, hope to hit lands, because this gives me 2 looks per land. And if Inti dies, then yeah, not good. Okay, that doesn't kill Inti, and I get to attack into it. All right, that's a start. Ooh, and I drew a land there. I think I'm actually going to discard Saheeli here. I don't really want to discard Bonehorde Dracosaur because I think that's going to be pretty good. And I certainly don't want to discard Trumpeting Carnosaur. Oh, and I drew Pentad Prism? Wow, this is really turning around. All right. Island, play Prism, and then next turn, any land, and I can play Kappa Cannoneer because the Prism adds 3 mana for the Cannoneer. Also, if I discard Carnosaur, it triggers the Inti, which is nice. Seasoned Pyro. All right. How many blockers are you going to make here? None. Discard Wasteland and land. Okay, so now Inti's a 4/4 coming in. So yeah, can't stop that. All right, let's go. Let's see. Drew Island. I might just not discard here. Let's see, I could discard Bonehorde Dracosaur. Discarding Island seems crazy. I can't do that. I could also cast the Dracosaur. But it feels like Kappa Cannoneer is a lot better. So let's just hit for 3. Because Kappa Cannoneer can't get killed by removal, and Dracosaur can. This stops the ground attackers, and Inti plus Cannoneer is kind of nice. I can get a lot of counters there, and if I have Carnosaur next turn, I can discard the Bonehorde Dracosaur next turn maybe. Upkeep Ancestraling, sure. I guess that plays. Get the Surveil off Dragon's Rage Channeler. I mean, Kappa Cannoneer still looks like it's going to be kind of a house here. And I have Carnosaur to trigger Inti, which is kind of nice. I could also draw Namesticker Goblin next turn. If I do that, then we're really talking, because Namesticker Goblin could let me cast this, either of these. I guess I could technically miss. All right. How many card types now? Is that 4? It is. Instant, land, creature, sorcery. But I can block Adonto Vanguard and Seasoned Pyro. So I guess I'm just taking 3 here. And then next turn, I mean, he's going to have a land to play. He hasn't played a land. He drew 5 cards this turn or whatever. Aurelia's Vindicator. That is a good card. All right. Nexus of Becoming. That I'm probably just going to discard to Inti. And we'll attack with both. I guess I'll discard and I'll put the counter on Inti. I think the Cannoneer. Maybe I put it on Cannoneer. So I put it on Inti, double blocks now. I don't like that because I don't want Inti to get double blocked by Vanguard and Pyromancer. And if he triple blocks the Kappa Cannoneer, then... Oh, I discarded my Nexus. I guess Mishra's Workshop is a reason not to do that. But we'll see. I mean, he also could go for the triple block here. I was just going to block, just going to chump and take 4 down to 8. You could flip this as for 3 white X. Okay. Play Mishra's Workshop, pass the turn. And then I get to Carnosaur here. It's not like a post-combat Nexus would have been all that impressive anyway. What is this? Are we flipping the thing? It's got Ward 2 either side, so let's go discard Carnosaur on the Dragon's Rage Channeler, because I want to trigger Inti to get to play a card next turn. All right, Mountain, not ideal. Inti's out. And then I take 5 down to 8. All right, so I need to draw. Brazen Borrower would be a really nice draw. Or I take 7, sorry. Down to 6. Namesticker Goblin would be a really nice draw. Island, huh? Play my mountain. I guess I have to pass the turn. And next turn I can cast the Bonehorde Dracosaur to block the Aurelia's Vindicator, but I can't say that sounds good. All right. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm dead. We'll see what Chandra does, but can't imagine it's anything but dealing 2 to me. And we are down a game. Oh, I thought I was going to come back after Mullen keeping a 1-lander, but it didn't work that way. I do want Firestorm, Show and Tell, Inferno Titan. Probably don't want Coveted Jewel. I kind of do want Echo of Eons as well. Though I probably can't do have room for all of this stuff. Maybe Show and Tell's not good. Yeah, that's probably not good. Same with Echo of Eons. It is really good with Firestorm is kind of the thing. Let's see. I mean, I think Inferno Titan's pretty good with Nexus. It's kind of what I'm interested in. I could take Saheeli out. This doesn't look like it's being that great of a Saheeli deck. Maybe I just take out Saheeli and Coveted Jewel for Firestorm and Inferno Titan. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. All right. Let's go. We're on the play now. All right. I would like to play first. Yeah, Aurelia's Vindicator was pretty good there. All right. I got to keep this hand. Turn 1, Elegant Parlor. Let's look for something. Coalition Relic? No. I'm going to go turn 2 Talisman, turn 3 Keep Up Subtlety, and then turn 4 Nettle Cyst is kind of the plan. Oh, my opponent's opening on a Mox opener. Okay, but probably just has Ancestral, is my guess. Island, Talisman. Pass the turn. Be kind of surprised if Hank did an Ancestral in a turn. Oh. Stomp me, sure. I think I'm going to wait on the Brainstorm. I've got to play next turn. He's going to play the Giant. I don't want to take a damage off casting it. I don't have a way to shuffle yet. Oh, Metamorph? Metamorph's not bad. At some point I will Metamorph something here, but I think I'll take 4 here. Hopefully he plays a creature first. Spellbook Vendor, perfect. Subtlety. This is actually really good. So we get to Subtlety that, and now he can't attack with the Giant without trading, so he's going to wait on the Spellbook Vendor, but, well, it depends. I got it if he puts it on top or not. No, he did put it on top, which kind of means no attacks. Draw. Gemstone Mine, so we'll go Pentad Prism for 2. And then cast Nettle Cyst using a Gemstone Mine counter. Okay, and this becomes a 4/4. Oh, it's a 3/3. So now I'm just going to wait because now I don't want him to go Spellbook Vendor. Oh, end of turn, sure, Containment Priest. That doesn't bother me too much. Another reason not to have Show and Tell in. No, if he goes Spellbook Vendor, put a Sorcerer roll on the Bone Crusher, I can double block. And I have a lot of mana. There's a rumor that I have a 4th Earlingus in my deck, but I haven't been able to confirm it. I don't think I've ever even seen it in my hand at this point. What is my best draw? Urza would be pretty nice. I mean, I have this Brainstorm to look. Nexus of Becoming could be pretty good. Because the Coveted Jewel's gone. Oh, Carnosaur would be awesome. Okay. Gonna vend some spellbooks. Looks like. And who's getting this sorcerer role? Who is becoming a sorcerer? Doesn't actually become a sorcerer, unfortunately. That'd be cool. Put it on the Giant, could attack. No, put it on the Priest. kind of assume the priest and the giant are not attacking at this point. It's also not really good to trade for the Nettlecyst token. It's not a very productive thing to do. Oh, Brazen Bar is going to be nice at some point for sure. Let's start with Brainstorm. Now is a good time to see what I got. Oh, Carnosaur. And I can put back 2 land and then discover through them. Sounds pretty good to me. I'll use up all my charge counters, and then next turn I can metamorph the Carnosaur. Oh, fire! I hit Firestorm, so let's not cast it. Let's put it in hand. I did put 4 lands on the bottom. I'm going to give it one more turn because I just don't want my Carnosaur to be killed and then the bad attacks open up for me. Because next turn, if I can go metamorph the Carnosaur, have Borrower up, I'll be pretty happy. Though this Firestorm is looking pretty bad here. Maybe I do need Echo of Eons to make Firestorm playable. Otherwise, it's just too many cards. Okay, land. It's got plenty of mana. Certainly going to put Spellbook Vendor rolls everywhere. Okay. No attacks. And put Lutri into hand? Yeah, that's what it looks like. All right, Lutri is in the hand. Fant could have Pyrokinesis still, but I'm not that worried about that. Oh, Bonehorde Dracosaur. Let's still metamorph. Because if I metamorph the Carnosaur now, I can then start attacking with the Carnosaur. The other Carnosaur without worrying. Into Inti? Sure. Oh, that's something to use that Firestorm on. Okay, and now attack. Don't think I'll attack with the Germ. And then I'll discard Firestorm. And I'm going to put a counter on the Subtlety, I think. The Carnosaur, if I trade it for 2 creatures, I'm pretty happy. Hitting a land would be really nice here, too. An uncastable Smuggler's Copter. Less good, but I'm still, I think, in pretty great shape. Land to have Borrower up would have kind of sealed the deal here, but didn't quite get there. All right, double block the Carnosaur. Take 7 this turn, and then I'm very far ahead on board here. I guess like Council's Judgment plus Lutriate or something like that, like Lutri plus like good spell plus Lutriate, like would be pretty good. But I would still feel like I was in pretty good shape given that I have like Nettlecyst plus a 4/4 Subtlety, plus a Carnosaur, plus an Inti, plus I'm casting Bonehorde Dracosaur next turn, which I assume is going to be a huge problem too. And I'm at 17, so it's not like I'm really that much, that low on life. So like even like an Othari or something wouldn't be the end of the world here, though Othari would be annoying. We'll see what Hank has. All right, we're Pyrokinesis, pitching, Generous Plunder, Lutriing. So yeah, it's going to kill the Carnosaur and the Inti. Okay, and that's all of Hank's cards. And then the Phyrexian Germ stops any attacks, and Lutri gets a sorcerer roll. Okay, I can live with all this. I mean, Carnosaur against no cards in hand sounds pretty good, or Dracosaur rather. And the Lutri can get a roll. Oh, I guess that makes the Germ token a 3/3. Yeah, that's fair. So now I guess I can block the Spellbook Vendor and take 3. Okay, let's see. Hank Scribe to the top. Bottom. And bottom. All right. I don't really care about Containment Priest, given the circumstances, so I'll block the Spellbook Vendor. Take 3. I'm at 11. Land would be okay, actually, here, because then I wouldn't lose my Gemstone Mine. I guess either way I lose something. Sure, I'll keep the Simian Spirit Guide in hand. All right. Let's play Bonehorde Dracosaur and attack with Subtlety here. This is just lethal next turn. And if the Dracosaur gets killed, it's not like I just lose. fact, I'm kind of close to winning off any artifact wins off Nettlecyst too. So, okay, I think we're going to game 3 here. And I'm not sure about this Firestorm. I guess Firestorm could be good with Echo of Eon specifically, but if I don't draw Echo, it's kind of bad. It's kind of nice with Echo because you're like Firestorm, discard Echo, kill your things, flashback Echo to redraw Firestorm. You just have all these cards in hand to use. But Echo is pretty bad in my deck otherwise. I could just take that out, put the Saheeli back in. It's not the best Saheeli, it really isn't. I have no zeros and only 1/1. It's not ideal. Headliner Scarlet is also not, I think, really what this deck is looking for. I mean, maybe Inferno Titan. Inferno Titan seems pretty good, though. I have Name Sticker and Simian Spirit Guide. Maybe I take out Smuggler's Copter. And then I put in Firestorm. And then I just, to make room for the Echo. I think Firestorm Echo actually could be pretty good. Could be wrong. I just think Smuggler's Copter on the draw is just not really going to get the job done. All right, what do we got? Okay, I mean, I'm going to keep this hand. I think, I think I'm going to go turn 1 Raugrin Triumph, because I could turn 1 Nettlecyst, but then I don't play anything else. Oh man, he opened on a Mox again. Ugh. Okay, please no Ancestral. I guess if he had Ancestral, he would have just fired it off. Island. Let's just play Raugrin Triumph. Turn 2, I can play Inti, or I can play Extruder. Oh, it just has the Ancestral. It just didn't main phase it for no reason. It could have played a Dragon's Rage Channeler on 1. Yeah. I mean, I have Legion Extruder coming. No plays after Ancestraling? What? Discarding to hand size? Okay. That's bizarre. I'm going to play Nettlecyst here, I think. I'm kind of feeling like this is a Bone Crusher Giant. And I can just play Inti next turn and attack with the token. If he wants to Bone Crusher my Germ token, then that's fine. Yeah, I'm okay with that. No land, please. That's the least we could do. Wasteland. But he kind of has to use the mana. Okay, you know what would be really nice to draw here is like Coalition Relic or anything. Oh, Kappa Cannoneer. Anything that can use the mana from Mishra's Workshop would be awesome. Legion Extruder technically can, but that's not really super relevant. All right, he drew a land. Let's hope he doesn't draw another one. I just can't draw anything but land to save my life here. All right, well, I guess I'll play the Inti now that the Bone Crusher's out past the turn. Hoping for no plays here. I actually don't even know which one he's going to wasteland. Like, if you wasteland the Raugrin Triumph and I draw a big artifact, it's a disaster for Hank, but obviously wastelanding the workshop could just do nothing. I didn't use it last turn. And he knows some of the cards in my hand, at least. All right, I'm at 16. No, him knowing Legion Extruder is a little annoying, because now he knows he doesn't have to, if he plays a small creature, I just extrude. He can't be putting Lutri in the hand, can he? Did he have to discard to hand size or use Pyrokinesis? It'd be a wild play. I mean, I actually think this workshop could be pretty good here because I'm about to cast Brainstorm. Okay, Lutri, discard to hand size. Okay, let's go. Kappa Cannoneer, Bonehorde Dracosaur. I'm going to start by Intiing here, if I'm allowed to. All right, I am. Inti, discard Island, I think. I'll keep the Gemstone Mine. I might lose this Raugrin Triumph is my concern. All right. Another land. All right, all right. All right, let's go Brainstorm. Let's hit some action. I can't play any of these cards. Ugh, this has been really annoying. And I drew a subtlety that I can't even... All right. So I guess put those back. Play my mountain. Do I play Legion Extruder? Or do I equip Nettle Cyst? I think I actually play Legion Extruder. He's not playing creatures right now, and sacking to turn into a 2/2 could be good. And I'm a little concerned that he's got Pyrokinesis in hand. All right, I guess I'll take 4 more, go to 12. I mean, if I can put up some blockers and get to the point where I'm casting some of these big things, I think I could be in good shape. Wasteland on my Rowgreen Triumph would really set me back. But there's not much I can do about that. I guess what I would do is Extruder sack the Nettle Cyst next turn. He also might not be able to Wasteland if he doesn't have another land, because then he can't Lutri Pyrokinesis, which I'm sure he's like kind of itching to do here. I mean, if I just draw, I probably at this point discard the Gemstone Mine. I have 2 lands on the top, so discarding a land basically just mills a land for Inti. All right. It's discarding to hand size again. What a weird game. All right, I'm just going to go to attack. If he wants to use Pyrokinesis here, he can. Okay, attack. Now I think I do discard Gemstone Mine. I'm just going to be tapping my artifacts over the next couple turns too much. Exile a land. Okay. Goes to 9. Play a land. Now I'm just going to pass the turn. If he wants to end of turn Lutri, I'll subtlety it. If he wastelands, I'll just cast a subtlety. The only thing I don't like about casting subtlety in response to wasteland is if he then draws a land and then has Lutri Pyrokinesis, which is something I do have to play around here. Any card I can cast off of Workshop would just be incredible here. I guess I'll go to 8 in a second, but I'm winning the race with Inti. Like, oh, he drew Seachrome Coast. Oh, that's a disaster. I needed one more turn of him not drawing a land. All right, I guess I take it. I'm at 8. Now he can wasteland to force me to use subtlety. He's not going to play a creature into subtlety, I wouldn't imagine. I think that would be crazy. All right, I'll tap it for a red. I'm going to cast the subtlety. I have to. I needed him not to draw a land there, because now he's going to go Lutri Pyrokinesis. I don't have the mana to cast Boneheart Drax or Inferno Titan. I need to draw Coalition Relic would actually be good. A Talisman would be fine. Simian Spirit Guide would be fine. Because if I can play Boneheart Dracosaur this turn, I don't mind it too much. I mean, look, I'm asking for him not to draw his land on turn 6 after Ancestraling. I get that, but this is a really tight game. I knew this was going to happen. I just didn't really have a way to play around it. If he didn't draw the land, this wouldn't have been too big of an issue. All right. I mean, I can turn Nettle Cyst into a creature now. Okay. If all else fails, can I just draw something? Oh, Talisman. Okay. That was good, because now I get to go Talisman, land, Boneheart Dracosaur. Hold. If this holds, then I win. I mean, I just win next turn, honestly, by equipping the Dracosaur with Nettle Cyst. Talisman saved me. All right, let's go. Let's go Dracosaur. Don't tap white mana, because that can kill my Dracosaur. I mean, it's unbeatable in combat, so That part's pretty nice. And next turn, I guess I need to exile a non-land card in order to make a treasure, which will make Nettlecyst Dracosaur lethal. But honestly, if I untap with Dracosaur, I feel pretty good regardless. Dust Animus. Okay, so that's a 2/2 flyer, or 2/3 flyer, so it can chump into a Danto Vanguard. Okay. All right, I'll take one of each, please. Can I get my one win here? Let's go. Let's see if I get there. Bum, bum, bum. Dracosaur, one of each. One of each, indeed. Brazen Bar or Steam Vents? Oh. Petty Theft on the Dust Animus? Equip the Nettlecyst? Get in there? Yes, please. Boom. Whew, we got a match. Wow. It took some doing, but we got a match. All right, yeah, he's paying some life on a Danto Vanguard, and ooh, that's a 1-2, but I won my last one. Let's check in on the team. All right, well, Austin 3-0'd and Anton 0-3'd, but that gives us a 4-2. Oh, no, Anton won his first round. So we got round two. So Austin 3-0'd, Anton 1-2'd, I 1-2. So Austin did carry us here. This deck, I think that match I lost against Sam was a bit unfortunate. Game 3, you know, he traded off all the cards with Ashen Rider, and then he drew Necromancy DTs next 3 turns. Those are 2 of the cards. That was unfortunate. This deck was really missing some cheap stuff. I had Mana Leak, I had Brazen Bar, the Name Sticker and the Simian Spirit Guide helped. Subtlety was decent, and then I had like a couple Mana Rocks, but I just needed like a little bit more Mana Rocks, and then because I had some good big stuff, and Nexus has been pretty nice. Nexus with Carnosaur, with Cannoneer, even with Dracosaur is fine. It's a 3/3 with the Dracosaur ability. Like Nexus with Urza is great, you know. So I like how it's worked out. I mean, Nexus Coveted Jewel would have been nice too, a 3/3 Coveted Jewel. But I'll take my 1-2. That is how it goes sometimes. And especially for a 6-player draft, I don't feel like this ended up in too crazy bad a spot. It just a little bit of luck. Could have been a 2-1 deck. The dream. In any case, that'll do it for today. I appreciate you hanging out, watching me draft some little blue-red artifacts, continuing my Mishra's Workshop challenges here. But I'll be back tomorrow with another draft, and I hope to see you there. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel, and you won't miss a single draft.